Culture, powered by Flavour, with Dan, Shukal and Itzy Red Scarf.
Lovely ladies, would you like to introduce yourselves? Very nervous at the moment.
Talofa, I'm Teresa Morse, also known as Reese, the owner of Nesian Bites Limited.
All right, Reese, good to have you in here.
Whakalawhalahia, tuki matorosi. My name is Nia, and I am New Eat.
These two lovely ladies come from two very special companies who were part of our Pay the Bills segment that we've done over the last few weeks. If you don't know what Pay the Bills is, we like to show a little bit of love back to smaller businesses, particularly those from communities of which we're a part of, and show that love and try and give them a platform to push the business out there. And well, earlier in the week, I was contacted by both businesses, and they said, hey, we would love to come in and just drop you guys off some food, drop you off a kai and just see what you guys think. And we thought, what better opportunity to get you guys up here and have a little bit of a chat. So, Reese, Nia, thank you for coming in. It is an absolute pleasure. We are very, very lucky to have you. Tell us what we got here in these boxes here. Because that's really...
They're beautiful.
They're stunning. They really are.
Yes, well presented.
We, New Eats, my cousin Nina and I, we made siamu popo cookies and chocolate hummus.
No,
Oh my God.
I've heard a lot about your chocolate hummus. Is it the business?
It's the business.
Yes, girl, own it.
How'd you come up with the idea for chocolate hummus?
I kind of got bored, and I like to just get in the kitchen and play with flavors and play
Experiment.
with food. Yeah. So my cousin and I got in there and we're like, what can we do with hummus? Everyone's doing pumpkin and kumara, but what can we do different? So we're like, why don't we just try chocolate? So,
Yes.
Yeah.
And coming from a
So
sweet tooth
cool.
guy, I appreciate the effort of having a chocolate hummus on my grazing platter coming up in my next birthday. It was actually my birthday the other day, so this can be a little mini Dan birthday party today with the Culture crew. So
Yeah.
Good timing.
good time. Thank you for catering. And what about you, Reese? What do we got over
Right,
here?
so Nesian Bites, we've taken an old favourite of ours, and this was always on our kongai tables, which is baifalas, which is pineapple pies. We made miniature versions of it, and we've added our own little twist to it. So we've brought some for you guys to taste.
Wow.
We've also brought in antipasto, but we've added a little bit of island flavour, which is our kind of point of difference. So we've cut up the pawpaw with a coconut straight from the islands, and we've also got our tapas, our salmon tapas.
Oh, thank you
I'm
so
so
much.
excited that I'm standing up to look over because everything looks amazing. Now, obviously, a lot of your platters, your food that you've put together has got island twists on it. Where does your inspiration come from with the food, Reese?
It's always been, ever since I was growing up, food was what brought us together as a family. And I remember every Sundays, my aunties, uncles, cousins would come over and we have kongai. And my mum was always in the kitchen. So she's put that inspiration in me. And then when my son was born, and I didn't know this, but now that I think about it, back in Samoa, we've always had the grazing idea. But that kind of didn't, I kind of didn't grow until my son was born.
Yeah.
So ever since my son was young, he wasn't a sit down and have a proper meal kind of kid. He loved to graze.
Yeah.
And so I had to adapt and find new ways to feed him and give him the nutrition that he needed. And that's where the grazing concept came around.
I love that.
So,
That's
yes.
so cool.
And then I used to do platters for him and post it on Instagram. And then my families will be like, oh, can you do us one for my son's birthday? So that's how it started. And I thought, wow, I can actually do this. So right now I still work full time and do this on the side.
Well, you have created something beautiful. You both have, and I can't wait to sit down and have
Very much.
Yeah, I'm literally drooling
have something
here.
to eat afterwards because it is delicious. Nesian Bites, tell us, where can we find you if anybody would like to find out more about what you have on offer?
Sure. So we are on Instagram and Facebook under Nesian Bites, and we've also just launched a website which is www.nesianbites.com.
Well done.
www.nesianbites.com. Nesian Bites on Instagram and Facebook. And what about New Eats?
New Eats. My cousin and I, we started New Eats basically because we always catered for our kids' parties, but it was very much like what Reese said, food unites us as Polynesians.
Yeah.
It brings us together, it sparks conversation, and we always would have our families be like, why don't you guys actually do something with this? And we were like, nah, you know, just, I think sometimes just as Polynesians, you're kind of just a bit
Too humble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're too humble. You're like, no, we can't really do anything with this. But yeah, I mean, the kitchen project came along and Reese went through that and she kind of pushed my cousin and I towards it. And we're like, what's the worst that could happen? You know, it's either makes us or breaks us. So we
And the kitchen
thought-
project is a
it's a small business incubator program for food entrepreneurs.
Run by
Yes.
Auckland City Council.
Final
Cool,
food
it's good to
development. Yeah.
So the Auckland City Council, as an incubator, will give you guys space to develop your businesses and ideas and access to workshops and that sort of thing, maybe?
Yeah. So when I researched to start my own food business, it wasn't as easy as registering your business. You also had to get verified as a food business, and it was quite hard. So and upon my research, I stumbled against the kitchen project. So I applied and I got in, and they help you with your startup stuff. They help you get verification through Auckland City Council because it's not easy. So yeah, they subsidise some of that cost for you.
wow.
So
You
yeah,
also
shout
get,
out to the kitchen project.
Yeah, you also get like commercial kitchen space, which itself, like when you're a small business, is really expensive.
Yeah.
So they give you access to that as well. So they're like a really good platform for small businesses that kind of have an idea but just don't know how to develop themselves. So
Oh, that's good to know, right?
I'd imagine that help you with compliance and
Yes,
health
definitely.
and safety and food certs and that sort of thing.
yeah.
Oh, awesome stuff.
Yeah.
New Eats, where do we find New Eats?
On Facebook and Instagram, and we also have a pop-up for one day only.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, tell us.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Valentine's Day.
Yes.
to
Which is this
Australia
Friday.
Way. Yeah. So to Australia Way. So if you don't want to sleep outside, come and buy your partner some goodies.
Oh, yeah. So whereabouts is that again?
To Austerley Way in
Manukau.
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 All right, you heard it, everybody. In fact, what we'll do this Thursday and Friday, we'll also put up on our socials as well to
you,
spread the
guys.
word and spread the message even more. No. Thank you very, very much for coming in. One more time, Nesian Bites up on Facebook and Instagram, or nesianbites.co.nz, or you can check out New Eats on Facebook and Instagram, and don't forget their pop-up at Austerley
Way
Way
in
in
Manukau.
Manukau this Friday
Yo.
for Valentine's. You don't want to be sleeping outside. You need to make sure you
Yeah,
bring.
100%.
I'm talking to the ladies out there, Naomi. You need to make sure you bring your man some.
Feed your man, ladies.
no.
Feed your man. That's the one.
Drag your mans down.
Hey, thank you very much for coming in. We appreciate all you do, and hopefully we're able to help you guys with anything you need to give you the boost and show you a little bit of love to your businesses. So thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, awesome stuff. This is Culture.